There's a lot of things flying around talking about the US government cracking down on crypto, the staking, and linking the banking system to the crypto system, which we've already kind of seen with like Binance, where they had to shut down USD transfers and stuff. So it's kind of happening not that much in the US with like Coinbase and Gemini and like US regulated kind of exchanges. They still have the banking things going on, but the international ones like Binance might be getting kicked out. And will that come to Coinbase and Gemini and the US based ones? Maybe, who knows? I don't really think so because like Coinbase is a publicly traded company. They got to that station. The way that they're operating is under all regulations. They're not like trying to go past any lines or push any lines. So I don't think that that would happen, but who knows? But you can see here, this is a pretty big article for things that are going on in crypto and the government and them talking on things. You can see what began as a trickle is now a flood. The US government is using banking sector to organize a sophisticated, widespread crackdown against the crypto industry. For crypto firms, obtaining access to onshore banking systems has always been a challenge. Even today, crypto startups struggle mightily to get banks, and only a handful of boutiques serve them, which is absolutely true. It's very difficult to get access to banking and USD on and off ramps and stuff when you're in crypto, when you're a crypto company. Not many banks want to deal with that. I think the biggest bank that works with crypto, or like a bank that works with the majority of crypto kind of exchanges and things, is Silvergate, whose stock is absolutely beaten down. They were connected to FTX. People didn't like that. So a lot of things going wrong for Silvergate Bank, but they haven't collapsed yet. They're not going away. It seems like they're probably going to make it through, but who knows? But they were a big player in banking and in crypto. But right now, we see this kind of stuff happening. So the government is probably taking this because of FTX. Obviously, no one wants to deal with a Ponzi scheme like that again. And the next ticking time bomb might just be Binance, which would make sense to be a little wary of Binance, right? Nobody's really looking at Binance saying, oh, they're perfectly fine, the greatest company in the world. I think you'd be kind of dumb to think that. So, maybe that's where we are right now. We also have different people responding, like Will Clemente here, saying not sure if the rumors on the US government coordinating an attack on the industry are true, but what I do know is this would be the biggest regulatory blunder of all time, limiting adoption innovation in the United States while allowing the rest of the world to get a head start. So I think it'd probably be important here to say, Bitcoin, not crypto. Like everything in crypto, there's so much Ponzi, so many scams, so many problems, so many things that are actually securities that are trading, that it does cause massive headaches for regulatory bodies, the government, things like that. And if your crypto thing can get shut down because the government said so, then it's not a very good thing. Like, just to compare this to Bitcoin, the government can't stop Bitcoin from operating. And if the government says no more Bitcoin, we've seen China do it. We've seen everywhere in the world that bans Bitcoin, adoption skyrockets. So if the government can stop your little crypto project that you think is the next big thing, then it's not a very good project. And a lot of people probably don't want to hear that, but that's the tough truth. You can call everyone a Bitcoin maxi that you don't like and a toxic maxi, but at the end of the day, if the government can stop your little coin from working, it's not a very good little coin. But to move away from that, that's the first big thing going on that people are worried about with, banking, cutting off the banking systems to crypto, which makes sense. If you're into crypto and you can't sell it, a lot of people would say they don't want to be interested in that. If they are buying crypto but can't sell it for dollars, they probably don't want to be in that. And we can see the second biggest thing has to do a little bit with Coinbase here, saying Coinbase has been told to wind down crypto staking or face fines and other more debilitating actions. And it's according to multi-agency actions and process. So is it true? Is it right? Probably, because Brian Armstrong also tweeted saying, we're hearing rumors that the SEC would like to get rid of crypto staking in the US for retail customers. I hope that's not the case, as I believe it would be a terrible path for the US if it was allowed to happen. Now, the biggest problem I would have with staking is it's not an innovation. It is literally the current system we have. It just put into crypto. So it's not something special. I don't think it should be banned because obviously this is a free market. If it's something super special that everybody loves and is the next greatest thing, then the free market will adopt it. I don't think it would go that way. I think the free market has already really gone down the Bitcoin road, which is an innovation to the system. The staking thing is just the old system with fancy new words, right? Because staking is literally just the rich control the system. And what do we have right now? The rich control the system. So it's not changing anything. It's just putting crypto in it. So it's nothing really crazy. And Brian Armstrong also goes on here to say staking is really important. Innovation for crypto allows users to participate directly in running open crypto networks. Staking brings many positive improvements to the space, including scalability, increased security, and reduced carbon footprint. Now, a lot of nonsense. Like, staking is literally the same system that we have right now in fiat, but brought over into crypto and trying to act like it's the next best thing. Typical from the people who are rich. The rich like this system because it keeps them in power. It doesn't help the average person. That's a pretty important thing to keep track of and keep note of, is that staking is the same old system wrapped up in a new shiny paper, but it's ultimately the same exact thing. And that's why people really like it. And I know that's probably going to ruffle some people the wrong way, because a lot of people either absolutely hate Bitcoin and despise it, or they love Bitcoin, or they say, oh, Bitcoin's okay, but staking's really cool and I can make money staking. So you're going to lose, but ultimately staking is not something crazy new innovation. It is literally what we have been in the system that has been absolute trash that's led up to this point. And this is someone who breaks it down pretty good, saying staking is just the Cantillon effect in a fancy new form. The rich get richer, the poor can't participate. Bitcoin's innovation, staking is more of the same broken system, which completely agree. It's what I've just been saying. So you have somebody coming back saying, you know, oh my God, staking's the best thing known to mankind. And this right here too, saying anyone can run a full Bitcoin node on an old laptop and help secure the network. Nodes are in control, not miners. With ETH, it's open to everyone as long as you have 32 ETH or nearly $53,000. So few people will have access to that kind of wealth, which that's the big problem. To participate in Bitcoin, if you wanted to participate in the network, you can hold Bitcoin, you can mine Bitcoin, you can run a node on Bitcoin. All of these have different access points. Holding Bitcoin, you're part of the network, you're holding the asset. If you want to be more involved and nodes have more control than miners, nodes run the blockchain, the ledger. So the nodes have more power than the miners. And we've already seen this play out in 2017 when the miners wanted to move off chain to go do Bitcoin Cash, and the nodes held strong. And then the miners had to come back to Bitcoin because look at Bitcoin Cash nowadays. It's not doing too hot. But the big problem with this staking thing is that it is literally a pay to win. It has an access point. You need $53,000. You need 32 Ethereum, $53,000. As Ethereum, if Ethereum goes up in price, you're gonna need even more money. But that's why it's gate kept to the rich, and the rich get richer. The rich get to participate. The rich get to make the rules. Sounds a whole lot like the system we have right now. That's the fights going on crypto right now. Coinbase obviously wants to fight for staking because they can offer it on their platform and they can make money from it. The people who think that staking's the next greatest thing, they're going to love it. The people who actually understand innovation and understand what the past system is, what staking is, and what Bitcoin's doing could look at all of them and say, wow, staking is just the old system wrapped up in crypto. Either way, though, even if I don't like staking it, I don't think that it's worth it, and it's just the old system, I still don't think it should be banned from the government. I think the free market would easily move past it after they realize that it gatekeeps the poor and keeps the rich in power, and people will still see, wow, we're still getting screwed just like we were in the old system, and the free market will do what it's going to do. So I don't think it should be banned. I don't think the government should be picking winners. I think the free market should. So before anyone gets super mad about being against staking and all this stuff, I don't think the government should ban it. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next